Hello, everybody, and welcome to St. Louis, where we are inside the Enterprise Center for this Central Division showdown between the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues. Now, the Blues, coming off of a 2-game winning streak so far, their last game against Nashville, multi-goal games for Schenn, Saad, Kyrou, Thomas, and Toropchenko. And last game for the Blackhawks, goals by Toews, Johnson and Kurashev, and Toews and McCabe both had multi-point games. As we look at our starting goalies for the Blues, it'll be Jordan Binnington with a record of 18-14-3, and he has 2 wins against the Blackhawks, and 3 goals against in those 2 wins, so pretty solid numbers for Jordan Binnington. And for the Blackhawks, it'll be making an NHL debut tonight for Jackson Stauber. So big night for him as he'll look to get his first NHL win against the Central Division foes of the Blackhawks, the Blues. And tonight, what to look for the Blackhawks: 4+ goals in 4 of the last 5 games. So they're on an offensive explosion. And for the Blues, it's going to be Jordan Kyrou and their penalty kill. Kyrou with 21 points so far, so that'll be something to look out for the Hawks as they try to stop Jordan Kyrou as the faceoff's won by the Blues. Quick shot, stopped by Stauber. So he's able to get his first save in the NHL 8 seconds into the game. So quick start there for the Blues right off the faceoff. And as you see there, Stauber wasn't expected to start tonight's game, but got called up and still has his AHL Rockford IceHogs mask there as Domi wins the face-off. Back over to Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson shoots it up the left wing boards. Blues are able to corral the puck, but defenseman Seth Jones regains it. He tries to shovel it up. Gets bottled up there at center ice, but Patrick Kane's able to recollect it as Seth Jones looks to start the rush for the Blackhawks as he circles around his own net, waiting for the change to be completed. Jones over to McCabe, who shovels it down, gets tipped in. Binnington out to play it behind his net. Kyrou up the right wing boards. Now the Blues look to gain entry. Shot by Jordan Levo. Stopped by Stauber. Good positioning here. Good start for Stauber. He's able to stop the first 2 shots. As the Blues corral it in the low corner. Shot saved by Stauber right out in front. That was deflected by number 10, Brayden Schenn for the Blues. Good positioning there for Stauber as he's getting tested early here in the first period. As Justin Falk with a bomb from the right point gets through traffic but comes right out to Brayden Schenn, who actually wasn't able to get a tip, but a rebound right out in front, and Stauber with the right leg was able to poke out that pad and stop it. As the puck squirts over to the right wing boards of the defensive zone for the Hawks as Jonathan Toews is able to corral it, but he loses it as the Blues dump it in. Stauber out to play it. Jack Johnson shovels it ahead. Tries to get it to Kurashev, but he gets stopped. Schenn recorrals it to the right of Stauber. Blues try to work it up to the point, but they can't as the Hawks just shovel it down for a change. Here comes the Blues. Barbashev tries to get a breakaway, couldn't, defended well. Brings the puck back out into their defensive zone, as Stauber plays this dump in. Comes out to center ice. Blues trying to regain entry here, but it's going to be an offside play. 2 minutes into the game. And even Blues have 2 shots on goal, but those can't go unnoticed because those 2 shots have been grade A chances for the Blues. But Jackson Stauber has been up to the task. So we get a face-off right outside the Blues offensive zone. As the puck gets dumped in, Isaac Phillips goes back to regain the puck for the Blackhawks, but it's a board battle as it goes down in behind the net. Caleb Jones regains it for the Hawks. He tries to bank it up off the boards, but that gets stopped off at center ice by the Blues. Long shot, blockered away by Stauber as Caleb Jones recollects it over to Phillips, his D partner. Phillips looks for a stretch pass. Gets tipped in by Jason Dickinson. Colton Parayko regains the puck as the Blues look to break it out of their own zone. Parayko gets the puck back. Toropchenko gets it down low. Blues are working it behind the net. Now they work it back up. Braden Shen with a shot. Gets wide. Connor Murphy steps in looking for a pass. Entwistle dumps it in as Jason Dickinson goes in, but he gets ridden off the puck. Here comes Mackenzie Entwistle with a shot. Deflected wide. And Jake McCabe brings it down to Colin Blackwell. 2-on-2 board battle here as the Blues come away with it. As the Hawks will look to regain entry. Here comes Jake McCabe, but his pass gets intercepted. Here comes a 2-on-1 for the Blues. Saad with a... Oh, Saad, he had received a pass, but he couldn't handle the pass, so he wasn't able to get a shot away. And missed opportunity for the Blues there. Big chance, but Brandon Saad, former Blackhawk, could not handle the hot pass. So the Blues will regain the puck down in the lower end. Tries to center it, but comes right out in front, but that'll go all the way back to the Blues' defensive zone as Patrick Kane is in on the forecheck. As the Blues ring it up past center ice. Here comes Nikolai with a shot to wide right of the Stauber. Jonathan Taves regains it. Here comes Jonathan Taves up the rush. Jonathan Taves tries to make a move. He spins, looking for an option. He doesn't have very much help, as the Blues are able to corral that one. Buchnevich from Shen. Shen back up to Buchnevich. Blues working the puck here. Good cycling going on. Shen down to Porchenko. Buchnevich with a shot. Blocked wide left of Stauber. Blackhawks regain. They shoot it down. Gets stopped off there, but Blues regain it. Early pressure here by the Blues. Buchnevich, right wing boards. Drops it off. Parayko dumps it down low. Connor Murphy's there for the Hawks. Kurashev corrals it. Gets blocked down, but Blues are looking for the puck to dig it out. But they couldn't do it as Isaac Phillips dumps it down. As we're about 6 minutes into the game. Here come the Blues on an offensive rush. Good centering pass with a save by Stauber. Oh, what a save. Post-to-post save by Jackson Stauber. And he is looking really solid in his first 4 shots against. Good transition play here by the Blues. And Ivan Barbashev with a golden opportunity right out in front. Got positioning against Dickinson, but Stauber said no. As Barbashev was screaming down the center slot there. But Stauber was up to the task. By the way, Stauber is the 5th goalie to play with the Blackhawks this year. That is the most in the league. So Blackhawks are going through a goaltending carousel, trying to figure out that position, and they need to, because it is the most important position on the ice. So hopefully Jackson Stauber will be that answer for them, as he's looking sharp early, facing 4 shots and 4 saves, as McCabe recorrals it in the defensive zone for the Hawks as they change up their lines. McCabe shovels it over to Entwistle. He rings it around, but the Blues are there. But Entwistle tries to keep it in the zone, couldn't. Caleb Jones recollects it right out at center, gets it back. Shovels it up to Entwistle, who dumps it in. And the whistle blows. And that's going to be a hand pass on the Hawks. So, or no, excuse me. It'll be a penalty on Mackenzie Entwistle. So the Blues will look to get up on their penalty kill, as the Blues will get on the power play when we come back. 13:29 remaining here in the first period. All right, welcome back as the Blues will look to get on the board with their power play as Mackenzie Entwistle took a 2-minute penalty. As the Blues will work it down low. Now they work it up to the point. Barbashev looking for an option. He drops it off to his partner. Kyrou with a shot right out in the center, but Stauber up to the task again. And Blues are really working that slot area right in the middle of the ice. Hawks need to be careful. They seem to be giving up a lot of chances right out in the center slot there, right in front of Stauber. As Schenn tries to center with a shot. Saved by Stauber. Buchnevich with the shot, but Braden Schenn tried to center it to Buchnevich and got it there, but there was a shot by Schenn right in the center, right off the noggin of Stauber as Kyrou tried to work it down low again, but Blues are putting all the pressure on the Blackhawks right now with their power play. But penalty kill for the Hawks has been good, 11 for 11 in the last 4 games. So it's not like the Blackhawks penalty kill has been horrendous. As there's a minute left here to go on the Blues power play. As the Blues try to center it, but skips off the stick and Schenn recollects. Falk, top center, he works it down low. Buchnevich with a shot, but gets saved by Stauber. Weird looking save there. I think it was off the blocker. As Kyrou with a shot. Oh! Miss wide right. Oh my goodness, what a chance for the Blues as their power play expires, but right out in front. And it was just a shot wide left, or wide right of Stauber, As the Blues will regain it. Colton Parayko down the left wing boards as he works the puck down below the line. Shot out in the front, but gets blocked. Blues tried to keep it in the zone, but it couldn't. Squirts out back into center ice as Dickinson shovels it back into the Blues end. Blues dump it in. Stauber out to play it. Falk dumps it in for the Blues, but Isaac Phillips is there to knock it down with his hand as the Blackhawks enter the zone. Kane on the forecheck. Johnson. Blues work it up. Here comes Falk. Here comes Toropchenko. Back to Falk. Right out in front. Oh! And Falk missed the pass. Right out in front to Tyler Pitlick. But Pitlick couldn't reach it. Another missed opportunity there for the Blues, As a defensive breakdown there for the Hawks. But the Blues are able to regain it as they enter the zone. Puck battle there on the right of Stauber as the Hawks come away with it. Here comes Taves. Taves gets ridden off the puck. Hawks regain it. Seth Jones walks the line with a shot. Far shot gets deflected. Comes off the boards. Didn't reach Bennington. Hawks still without a shot. 10 minutes into the game. Blues are playing well defensively, not letting the Hawks get a shot on goal, making their goalie Jordan Bennington, his job is easy. So we'll see if that can continue for the Blues as they play strong defense. But here comes the Blackhawks. It's Lafferty with a pass across to Dickinson. He scores. Jason Dickinson with a one-timer from the pass from Sam Lafferty left to right, and it beats Jordan Bennington. And the Hawks are able to strike first shot, first goal of the game. And Lafferty exploded off a cannon off the left wing boards and was able to find Dickinson with a wide open net on the right side of Bennington. And what a play by Lafferty with the speed to beat the Blues defender and get that puck over to the right side to find Dickinson for the wide open net. That'll be Dickinson's 5th goal of the year, 12th point. As the Blackhawks suck all the momentum out of the Blues right now with that goal, even though the Blues have been outplaying the Blackhawks. As the Hawks are able to ring it around and Bennington plays it. Blues enter the zone. Blocker saved by Stauber. Blues regain with a far shot from the blue line. Gets tipped. Oh, what a save by Stauber at the last second. He was able to stick out that right pad. I think that got deflected on the way in. Couldn't quite tell from here, but Jason Dickinson gets the Hawks on the board. 11 minutes into the game. We'll be right back. All right. Referee's having a word with Jackson Stauber. Don't know what that's all about, but we'll get right back to the action here. Face off to the right of Stauber. As Max Domi steps in against Braden Shen. Justin Falk with a long flipper, easily gloved by Stauber. Have another face-off to the left in the Hawks defensive zone. Stauber looking pretty comfortable here. So far, so good for him. As the game gets longer and longer, Blues are trying to apply the pressure, but he's feeling real good as he makes another blocker save off of there from a point shot from the Blues defenseman. Blackhawks try and regain as they knock it out of the zone. It is out of the zone. Barbashev tried to keep it in the zone, but just couldn't fool the referee there as it's an offside play. Puck will come right outside of the Hawks defensive zone on the right side. Shots on goal pretty uneven here. About 10 minutes, 11 minutes into the game. Blues have 10 shots on goal while the Hawks only have 1. But they've scored on it. And that's all that matters. They don't ask how. They ask how many, excuse me.